Hey to all my YouTubers. Um, Welcome to Storytime with America, your only one. So my name is America, and I live in the state of California. And please let me know in your comments below if I'm in the right. I feel, and I'm just gonna state my opinion. I feel that I was definitely in the right for the fact that you shouldn't leave your personal belongings unattended, especially when you're at a public store that sells a variety of things, such as Goodwill, such as like Marshall, Ross, and DD's and other places like that. And even at stores that are liquidation stores, because anybody um, can mistakenly get confused or take your personal belongings. Okay, and um, let me tell you, I came across um this grumpy ass man that yelled at me and my husband's mom. So I go to this liquidation store in the area that I live in. There are some Thursdays that are open and some Thursdays that are not. Today was one of those Thursdays that it was open. Usually, I never go Thursdays. Today was my first Thursday going to the store. Okay? Now, normally I go Wednesdays where they have everything for a buck. And they have this huge bins. The liquidation store is called Bin and Win. Okay, liquidation. So they have a bunch of varieties of stuff. And like I said, this was my first Thursday going there. Usually I don't go Thursdays. And also, as I was saying, there are some Thursdays that is open and some Thursdays that are closed. So, today we decided to go, and as we walk in the store, my family and I see this gentleman. Okay, this elderly gentleman that it looked like he was in his 50s to 60s. And I saw him, as well as my family, walking out and about inside the store. Now, when we saw him, we thought he was alone, but he wasn't. He was with somebody else. And also, when I saw him walking out and about, um, so um, when we saw the man walking out and about, we did not see him with his mobility electrical chair. We just saw him, out and about, and we did not see him neither that he was with somebody else, so we decided we kept it pushing, and started to look around the liquidation store, see what they had. And so this is where my husband comes out and comes across this elderly grumpy ass man's electrical mobility chair. And my husband goes, "Oh, looks nice," and says, "Hey, look." And I go, "Yeah." And that's where my husband tells his mom, "Hey, Mom, look, for you, this would look great." And I told my husband, "Oh, yeah, I would." Your mom would spend all day shopping out and about in this. And my husband tests the chair, by pushing its handle on the side, and notice that the chair works nice and fine. This is where my husband's mom sees that, and she goes, "Oh, nice." She's like, "Why don't you guys sit on it and keep on testing it?" This is where I had the courage to test the electrical mobility chair, and I tested the chair, and this is where I decided, to move the chair out of the way. I personally thought the chair was on sale because the chair had nothing in it. Nobody's backpack, nobody's belongings, nothing. It looked nice and new as hell. So I thought the chair was for sale because I was in a liquidation store, I was like, the chair probably could be for an affordable price. So I decided to move the chair to make room, not just to make room, but I moved the chair to the side, and as I'm moving and as I'm placing the chair to the side, I come across to the owner of the store, who's a nice Arabic lady. Okay, and I tell her, okay, excuse me. She's like, yes, sweetheart, how much is for this chair? She's like, excuse me 1 second, just let me go assist this customer, and I'll be right with you. And so I tell her, sure, no problem. She's like, thank you. So I decide to get up the chair, and I decided to get up the chair and move up and about, and said to myself, when I see her disoccupied, I will go and ask her again for the chair. As I'm getting up the chair, the grumpy ass man comes and yells at me. Okay, yells at me. And my husband's mom, because she's right behind me, he yells at me and my husband's mom because, like, she tells me, so how much for the chair? And I'm telling her, oh, the lady said in a minute she's assisting this customer. And my husband sounds like, okay, and that's when this grumpy ass man just yells and says, ah. But he yelled so mother freaking ugly, to the point that the way he yelled sounded like he was gonna punch the shit out of us. Okay? So he goes, hey, cut your motherfucking ass and hands off my chair. The fuck is wrong with you? You fucking stupid ass lady. I let it slide. Okay. I let it slide. I told him I was sorry. I apologized to him. I told him I'm sorry. I thought the chair was for sale. And this is when, the man said, you got $3,000. You got $3,000. Because when he told me to get off, he told me, like, get off. Get your fucking ass and hands off my $3,000 chair. And, I kept it pushing, but I apologized to him and said, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was yours. I thought it was for sale. And he said, you got $3,000. So okay, like I said, once I apologized to him, whether he accepted or not the apology, I decided to be the bigger person and let it go and go out and about with my day. And I was like, I'm not going to let this man ruin my day over a damn chair, because I thought that the chair was for sale, and I didn't just think that that the chair was for sale, but also my husband and my husband's mom thought that the chair was for sale because, well, the chair didn't have a backpack, didn't have somebody's belonging in there. Usually when an elderly person is out and about in their mobility, chair, they usually have, their bags, or they have something in there, and the chair was completely empty, and plus it looked brand new. So if I innocently committed that mistake, anybody could have, especially at a liquidation store. So, like I said, I kept it pushing, but this is when I told this man off because he still kept running his mouth, his big ass, bitch ass mouth, saying, yeah, because, like, he was on the other side, he was across from me. He kept saying, you got $3,000, the hell's wrong with you? And he was like, you stupid ass lady, and saying all these these negativity things, you know. And he wasn't also saying it to me, but he was directly saying it to my husband's mom, and that totally pissed me off. And that's when, I told him, "What the hell is your problem?" And I literally popped my big old eyes and I told him, "What the hell is your problem? What's wrong with you? I told you I was damn sorry about your damn chair." I said, okay, for starters, I said, nobody gives a damn, and and trust me, I shut this man up. He didn't say a peep afterwards because I told him, for starters, no one gives a damn that you paid $3,000 for that damn chair. Number one. Number two, we are in a public place. We are not just in a public place, but we are in a liquidation store where if you take a look around, they sell a bunch of variety of things. Okay? Now, number three, it's not my fault that you left your shit unattended. It's not my fault that your personal belonging was unattended. Someone from the street is not gonna tell you, "Can I have permission to take your shit?" Some some will just take it. Will just take it and leave with your shit. You are so lucky because I had the courtesy to ask the lady how much was for this chair and if the chair was for sale. I didn't know the chair belonged to you. So why are you making a big old scene over your damn chair? If you so much care about your chair, then stick with it. If like your chairs cost you so much money, then then act like it cost you so much money, because the way you're acting, leaving it unattended, shows that $3,000 is it's nothing for you, and that $3,000 doesn't hurt you a penny, and I told him, man, I told him straight out, this isn't this isn't my fault. It's your fault for leaving your stuff unattended. You see this? You see this? This is my iPhone. Okay? And he said, and this is when he responded, "Nobody gives a shit how much you paid for your iPhone." And I said, the same way nobody gives a shit how much you paid for your mobility chair. My point is that, you see this? This is my iPhone. If I were to leave it in this bin where they have all these things for sale, if I were to leave it there unattended, like it's my house, somebody else could come and take it and put it in their pocket, or somebody else would have the courtesy to go, "Hey, okay." So, whose fault is it? Not the person that took it. The, the person's fault for this phone is me, for leaving it unattended, for not caring for it. That's why. Okay? So don't come and say that I'm the dumbass, because I'm not. You're the dumbass for leaving this shit unattended. You claim that this is your chair, then fucking act like it's your chair. You claim that it cost you money, then act like it cost you money. We're not in your house where you could leave your chair unattended. We're not in your house. We're in a public place, and they're not gonna come and tell you, "Can I have permission to have your shit?" They're just gonna come and take it. So don't come up with that shit. And I told them that. So don't come blaming me for your stupidity, because this isn't my stupidity. This is yours. And I told him again, "You see this phone? You see this phone? If I were to leave it there, once again, unattended, like it's my house, somebody could come and take it. And that's not going to be that person's fault. That's going to be my fault. Because at the end of the day, listen, at the end of the day, we're all human beings. And we all are going to seek and take every opportunity that we see. every opportunity that we see, every opportunity that we see, okay? Like I was telling you, if I were to leave this phone unattended, someone else could come and take it, seeing this phone as an opportunity for them. Same thing with the chair. You leave your chair unattended, someone can come and take your chair, seeing it as an opportunity for them. And whose fault is it? Not the person that took it. You. You. And I told them, let me tell you something. My dad used to tell me when he was alive, the stupid ass is not the person that took it. The stupid ass is you for leaving it unattended. And I said my piece, and he didn't say a beep. Like, few seconds after saying my piece, I heard the man go, God damn it, she's right. And listen, and this man that yelled the hell out of me and my husband's mom, he was with somebody else. That person that he was with, which was another gentleman younger than the man that looked in his like 30s to 40s. Listen, that person saw me hop on the chair. He saw me hop on the damn chair. He even saw me move the chair. And he didn't even say a peep. He didn't even have the courtesy to say, "Hey, that's hey, that's mine," or "That's the person that I'm with." No, he didn't say a peep. And he's watching the scenario. And he's watching the scenario. I mean, seriously, tell me, what do you guys think about this? Should you leave your stuff unattended? I personally don't think so. This is how I see it, and this is just personal opinion by me. You know that, like, if I were to go to Goodwill and I were to take my jacket off, okay, and leave it unattended, of course someone else is gonna think it's for sale, and even if it may not have a price tag, they would probably go and tell the worker to give them a price tag and pay for it. And whose fault is it? Not the person that took it, the person that left it unattended. That's how I see things. Okay, that's how I see things when it came to this, electrical mobility chair. I thought it was a great opportunity. I thought it was, nice for the fact that it looked new and everything, and it was up and running. I thought it was a great opportunity, for my husband's mom, for the fact that, hey, she suffers from her knees. She has a hard time walking. Yes, she can walk, but she's one of those people that has to depend on something, or grab herself from something, because of her knees. And not just because of her knees, but also because she suffers from arthritis. And so that's why I thought the electrical mobility chair was actually an opportunity, but I didn't know that it was somebody else's. And also, I want to say, if you agree with me, please leave your comments below. Agree where never leave your stuff unattended, especially in a public place or in a store, such as liquidation, Goodwill, Marshalls, you name it. Don't leave your stuff unattended, because other people can steal it, and not just steal it, but also other people, can think innocently, or could commit the mistake of thinking that that unattended belonging could be for sale. Okay, don't be the stupid ass. Be the smart ass. So there you guys have it. Hope you guys keep liking and following for more videos. Thank you.